Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. This is your first time checking out my channel. Welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos, and if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you guys who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So guys, today's video, I have a request, but I'd like to show you some things and just give you a little bit of background material before I do the request. All right. Did you guys know that homelessness has no discrimination whatsoever? It doesn't have a discrimination against how old you are, how young you are, what your background is, none of that. Any one of us at any point in time in our lives could experience or know someone who's experienced homelessness. And that's really, really sad. But it's due to a lot of different circumstances that could result in a person not having a place to live. Now, during the summertime, there are some challenges if a person doesn't have a place to live, especially depending on where you live. You are exposed to so many different elements. If you're in a very warm climate, then you could risk heat exhaustion or heat stroke or dehydration or things like that, among other things. And in the wintertime, you could risk something called hypothermia, which is becoming too cold, frostbite, and things like that. So for quite a few years, I'm in Virginia. So for quite a few years, my church has a social ministry. And I moved here in 2012. But when I started to understand the things that they did, I thought, that's something that I want to get involved with. So I tried to find a way that I could help to contribute. So I started talking to quite a few and told them I was interested in crafting, and just started to show a few people how to make a few things. We started out with just very simple, basic things. And then another friend introduced loom knitting. And so everyone started to get into the loom knitting. And from there, we've been making lots and lots of hats. Now, I crochet and I knit using needles, but I also knit using the loom because many of the ladies that I craft with aren't yet experienced with the needles, but we're getting there. But in any case, the things that we are doing to try to use our crafts to bless other people, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was knit with a loom or crochet with a hook or by hand, or if it was cranked with a machine. Everyone is so appreciative of the things that we make, and we give to them in a heartfelt way. And it warms our hearts to be able to use our hands in order to bless and help them. All right, so now I'm going to show you a few things that I've made and then explain to you what my request is. Okay, so first of all, what I am wearing. So I am wearing a half double crocheted Shrug, and it is a very simple project that is made long and then just seamed up in order to create the arms. And then I'm wearing a set of fingerless mitts that I crocheted. Also, very, very easy project to do. No pattern really, just done. Now, the hat that I have to go with it is up and down beanie, ups and down beanie. And it's actually made so that where you see these braids, these are actually like long treble stitches. And I've taken and then done a chain all the way to connect these two sections right here. So it's actually longer than this. And I love this. It's nice and warm. I'm not going to put it on right now because I'm actually wearing my hair natural right now. So it's kind of big for this hat. But I wear this as a set or an ensemble, during the fall and the winter time. All right. So now, go-to patterns that I like to do. So if I'm knitting a hat and I'm doing it for the homeless, I try to do chunky hats if I'm going to knit them with the needles because I can make them quickly. All right. So this pattern here, I love this pattern. This is actually the York hat by Rail over at the Dabbling Hook. And so I love this pattern. It is a very quick pattern. And I can do this with one skein. All right. This year we're actually doing something for all ages, which is like I mentioned. So here's another York hat, and this one is going to be going. Now, this one I made using my no-named circular machine, and it's a double-sided, so it's nice and warm. Okay, so this is with Red Heart yarn. This one is a color block one. This was done with my Addy, and this one I believe is the same on. I did the same on both sides. Okay, so it's doubled, but it's actually the exact same on both sides. Now, for crochet, what I usually do for my class to try to help them is to give them an understanding of size, if they want to make something using a pattern or not. And this particular pattern is a set of 10. Now, I don't make all of these for the homeless, but I'm just going to show it to you so that you guys can see possibilities and whatnot. So this is a pattern, and it's 10 double crochet, 10 sizes of double crochet hats. And I'm going to look to see if I can find the author of it. It is by leftinknots. And this is from newborn all the way through adult large. All right. So this is a 0 to 3 month hat. All right. And I put these on because I use these to show my students if they want to freehand a hat. All right. This one here, newborn. These were both made with an eye hook. This is a preemie. I'm sorry. I said newborn. This one is a preemie hat. This is a newborn hat. Okay. This one here is a 0 to 3 month hat. This one here, 3 to 6 months. Here, 6 to 12 months. All of these are made with the eye hook. Okay. This one here is a toddler size. This one here is a small child. This one here is a large child. This one here is an adult small. And this last one here is an adult size large. Okay. All double crochet. Yes, they're plain, but again, these are used as examples to show the ladies if they want to make a hat, and gentlemen, if they want to make a hat, just a basic hat, then this is a good start. Okay. All right. So now I do have another hat. This is a hat that was done actually by Jeanette over at DOY Creations. All right. And she had this wonderful tutorial. She was using a bulky yarn, and she gave it some texture. I tried it out with this super bulky yarn, and wow, I got a workout when I did this hat. But I do think that it came out great. And I want to say thank you, Jeanette. I did follow your tutorial. And I did get a wonderful hat. And this hat is one of the hats that will be going with the other hats for the homeless. Okay, now this is my request. Today I was on a live with Jeanette over at DOY Creations, and she just happened to ask a question. And in my answer, I said that I was working on trying to complete 20 hats before a deadline. And I was just doing that just to be informative, and I really didn't think anything of it. And she said something that really, really touched me, and I am just so appreciative. Um, she asked if anyone had hats that would be willing to help out. And Pamela, along with Pamela at Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner, as well as a few other that were on the live, said that they would be willing to send hats. And I first want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I really didn't expect it. And thank you. Okay. Now I'm trying to get through this without being a big crybaby. But I didn't expect it. And I just do and do and do. And if you guys know me for any length of time, you will come to see that. I'm very thankful for the blessings that I have, for the opportunity to make things and share things and whatnot to help people if it's just information. I am happy to be able to do that. And it's difficult for me to accept when somebody's doing something for me because I'm usually the one doing. But in any case, I know that it's a blessing to be a blessing, and I have to allow others to be blessed and not block their blessings. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put my email in the description box below. And if any of you guys are interested and would be willing to help contribute to the social ministry here in Virginia, okay, I'm in the Tidewater area, and we help people in multiple cities. We help in Portsmouth, in Suffolk, in Virginia Beach, in Norfolk, and wherever there's a need, we help. Usually there is a ministry that will make food and provide food for those who are in need. And then we put together a care package. And in that care package, many times there'll be, among other things, a warm hat, some gloves, some socks, maybe a scarf if at that point in time we can get some, and just different things that they will need for the winter time. And the things that we can't make ourselves, then we try to either ask for donations or we purchase them and put them in there. And each year, it has been such a blessing to be able to do this. And I know that the people who are helped are blessed by it. You can see on their faces, and they're surprised sometimes because the food that's prepared is really good food. One of the salads one time, it had seafood in it, and not fake seafood. I mean, it had real, shrimp and real crab in it and all this stuff. And I don't eat meat, but you know what? Those who can eat the seafood and can eat the meat, they really enjoyed it. And it was good food. And you could tell that they were pleased. And then the hats and things, each year we provide them. And I think people look for it and come to expect it, and they appreciate it. And it's just a wonderful thing. All right. So I'm not going to keep this long. I just wanted to come on and say thank you in advance for those of you guys who are willing. We are asking for hats that are for size children, teenagers, and adults. Okay, so not necessarily newborn and infants, but children, teenagers, and adults. And if you have cowls or scarves, fine. We do understand that they do take more yarn to make them and they take more time. So if it's only hats, that's sufficient. If it's just one hat, thank you. Okay, I appreciate any and everything that you would be willing to do. Now, there are a group of about 5 of us that have been working really, really diligently throughout the year. And so what we had been trying to do was gather at least 100 hats. And so each of us were trying to do at least 20 hats. We will start giving the hats away the Friday after Thanksgiving. So I know that's a short time, but we continue to provide hats in various locations throughout the year. So we will continue throughout the year 2021, and then we kind of start all over again after the new year. Okay. So the way I'm going to do it is just put my email there and then leave a comment in the comment section here. Give this video a like, leave a comment in the section, and then contact me by email. And then once I can verify that I know you are you, then I will provide you the P.O. box information to send the hats. And that's just a protection thing. So I have a P.O. box. I don't have, anything else. And that makes it, easier for me to be able to converse with you and make sure that everything's on the up and up. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And you know what? If you're not able to do, that's okay. I appreciate the thought. It's just a wonderful thing that people are willing to either cheer you on, to give you that moral support, to say, God bless you, or, hang in there. That helps a lot. It is inspirational and motivational. So I just want to say thank you guys. Okay. So that's all I have for today. I hope that you guys are doing well. Please be mindful, guys, every day. All right. Do everything you can to be in the best health possible. And by all means, guys, be crafty every day. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Okay. Bye-bye now.